Greetings, Judah. DFG here. Hey, this message is to, for the most part, to women who are in New Orleans and also women who are in major metropolitan areas. I guess what the country would call urban areas. Talking about, African American women. Israel is Zion women of Zion, who most have no clue that you are. But that's okay. Maybe you'll learn that, maybe you won't. But do you remember a while back in some of the past messages that I shared on this channel in terms of the tides are going to turn against you all? That we as a people, this nation as well, is under judgment, the final judgment of Elohim, and that women will start to be attacked out on these streets and viciously murdered, just like your men have been for for decades now. How many of you guys, kind of thought that was just, scare tactics and fear tactics, and your brother is just trying to, for whatever reason, maybe give you false information? Well, let me say this to you, sisters, and I'm going to say this to you. Here in this city, New Orleans, yesterday, a female shot to pieces. Car drove up to her, and just shot her all up. 2 days before that, the day before yesterday, 2 more women shot. Talking about on the streets of New Orleans. Last week, another woman shot, died. About 2 weeks ago, several more women shot and killed. And that's not counting all of the women who have been literally kidnapped off the streets and nobody knows where they are. I'm talking about literally they're disappearing. And many of you sisters out there, as I warned you, as the Rahook in me warned you, out of love, out of concern for you, you did not listen. Some of you still not listening. I've said to you time and time again that you don't need to be out in these streets without a covering. What is a covering? A man, not only a man of Elohim. That you should be, finding your way back to Elohim, sister. And you need to be finding your man who serves Elohim, so Elohim will give him the wisdom, almost the eyes behind his back, to make sure that his instincts are kicking up strong, so that not only keeps you safe, but he keeps your family out of danger. But many of you won't listen because you believe you know better. Well, I've been out here all my life. I can do it by myself. I've been doing it by myself. Well, every one of those sisters, chances are, every one of those sisters of Zion who are now laying on the coroner's table, the cold slab, with no clothes on, butt naked, with split open from their chest, damn near to their vagina. That's where those women are right now, including the one who was shot to pieces on yesterday. And this is not just happening right here in New Orleans. I'm telling you, it's happening in every major metropolitan area, because Elohim is judging now. He's judging the wickedness. Now, let me say this to you, sisters. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to what's written in the Bible. You can keep on believing the lies that, I know, Elohim got me. Well, I'm telling you, the same Elohim who got you, or maybe the same Elohim who had you, is telling you it's time to come out of these streets. It's time to get your act together. It's time to start acting like a woman of Zion. It is time for you to turn away from evil and wickedness. It is time for you to come back home to your people. And what I mean by what the book means, I'm just breaking it down for you, means that find yourself in a safe place with a covering. And again, a covering is not just some man, because chances are these women were in environments where their men led them to those environments. Some jealous fool, who knows what these murders were about. What I'm telling you is that Elohim has pulled back, the cover of protection from you. And he didn't do it because he hates you. He has done it because he is now judging you. Now, I've said it to you before. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go read, again, the book of Isaiah. Go read chapter 3 and start seeing what it's talking. See what it says about the women of Zion. The women of Zion are African-American women for the most part, at least those of the tribe of Judah. The women of Zion are also the other tribes. Those are normally the tribes that are in the southern hemisphere, South America, Africa. But Judah is here, in America. And I'm saying to you again, Elohim is judging the behavior. He's judging sin now. He's no longer allowing, your sins to go without being punished. And that's not only your sins, but it's your daughter's sins, your mother's sins, your sister's sins. He is not allowing no longer. If you're out there living any kind of way, you're out there in these streets, out here in the clubs, out here, at these festivals and parties. This city is about to have a big party, Mardi Gras. And I guarantee it's going to be a lot more killing. And I want you to save this message, sister, just so that you will know, hey, your brother is not leading you astray. Your brother's not trying to make you afraid. Your brother's telling you this out of, he loves the daughters of Zion, just like he loved the brothers of Zion. This fellow here, is saying it to you because, again, nobody else is going to tell you. But it's January, 19th. 5G getting turned on. All that stuff getting put in a lot of these people's bodies is going to get turned on. There's going to be a lot of death and destruction and mayhem. Mark it. You'll see it. But save this video. Put it down there. Save it. And then play it back. Play it back in the next month. Play it back weekly. And see if your brother is right or wrong. Our book says that if I'm a true messenger of Elohim, then whatever I share has to come true. It says that if I share something with you and it doesn't come true, I'm a lying messenger. Do not believe me. But if I share a message with you and it comes true, in other words, it actually happens, then I am a messenger of Elohim. I am one of his watchmen. Now that's pretty simple. But again, let me just warn you sisters again. You want to, you're out there, no covering. You're out there, hanging out, in the streets, doing whatever you're doing in the streets, following your own instinct, I guess feeling like you can be, I know you don't like me saying that you acting like you want to be a man. Well, you might. Let me find the easiest way to say this to you without you thinking I'm attacking you. I think I misquoted this the last time I said it. Steve Harvey told you to think like a man, but act like a woman. I think that's what he said. Think like a man, act like a woman. I'm going to tell you. If you think like a man, although you acting like a woman, you better get ready for a ride to the coroner's office. Because I'm going to tell you, Elohim is not going to accept you thinking like a man. I don't give a shit if you do feel like you're a woman. DFG, just keep it your posted, sisters. Turn back. Say the day you hear my voice, harden not your heart. Go back and read again. Isaiah chapter 3, Isaiah chapter 4. Go back and read Proverbs chapter 1. Why wouldn't you read that? Why wouldn't you share that with your daughters, your sisters, your mothers? I mean, if you're a believer in Elohim, why would you reject, information that's coming from one of Elohim's messengers so that you can be safe and protected? Why would you reject it? And again, I'm not asking you to listen to me. I'm saying to you, listen to the word. I'm telling you to go back and open up your Bible and go to Isaiah chapter 3. Go to Isaiah chapter 4. Go to, the book of Proverbs chapter 1. And then you tell me what you see there. And if you see something different, then I'd like to hear about it. If you see where it's saying that you're going to be safe, I want to see it. Show it to me. And guess what? If you do, I'll shut my mouth. I won't say anything. Well, I'm not going to say that. Because whatever Elohim tells me to say, I'm going to say it. But if I'm wrong, then please put it in the comments. And I promise you, I won't delete your comments. I'll let your comments right there in the comments so others can come and see that I was wrong and you were right. That you are not under judgment of Elohim. that all this murdering of women, kidnapping of women, women laid out dead in the streets, that all of that is an exaggeration, and what I'm saying is not true. And again, now this is just one city, but this is happening all over America. And my sisters, I'm telling you, wherever you are, share this message, tell your sister, tell your friends, it's time to come out these streets. Many of you guys were brought up, in religion. You were brought up in church. You know you didn't learn anything there. You didn't learn a thing there. But yet you're still a believer. Well, if you're still a believer and you hear this message, I'm telling you now, forget the church. Go find messengers. Go find men who will teach you the truth. Go find women who will sit down and break down the word with you so that you can know the truth. And so that the curse that's coming over, the death angel is coming. Just like it happened in Egypt. See, I'm going to tell you something about the Exodus. See, when Elohim judged Egypt in our first captivity, many of our people got judged too. See, that part, again, the preachers didn't preach this stuff at all. At least I'm afraid most of them did not. But a lot of our people were killed with the Egyptians when the death angel came. You want to know how? You want me to back this up? Let me remind you of something. Remember, they had to put the blood, they had to kill a lamb, and they had to put the blood over the door, over their doorpost of their home. So when the death angel came, the death angel would know that Israelites were there and pass by them without killing anybody in the house. But if you did not put that blood over the door, then whoever was in that house died along with the Gentiles, along with the heathens. Now you tell me if I'm incorrect. We're at the next Exodus right now. We're at the final judgment. 400 years has passed. We're at the end again. Yah's about to save his people, about to pull the elite of us out here, the select. That's what he called us. Yeshua said if it wasn't possible, or if he didn't take us out, we would be destroyed too. So he's about to pull the elect out of here. The elect gets pulled out of here by turning back to Elohim and to the Torah and listening to the messages like Moses. The people didn't sit around and say, I'm going to do it if God tell me, using some of the word you guys still relate to. The people didn't tell Moses, well, I'm not going to listen to you, Moses. Elohim got to tell me before I do it. Yeah, then you would have died. The people that listened to the messenger, Moses, they lived. And I'm saying to you, you can go around this all the time. I'm going to wait for, Elohim or God to tell me. And you're not listening to the messages that Elohim is warning you with. And you're not taking the necessary precautions, things I've already shared with you concerning what you have to do to be saved, for your children to be saved, your household to be saved. And just like those who rejected what Moses said, they died right along with the heathen. The death angel came. And I'm telling you, the death angel is coming now. And the death angel is coming in many forms. He's coming in the forms of a bullet to the head or to the body, a knife to the throat, cutting through the middle, stealing your organs as they kidnap you. It's coming in terms of diseases, the plagues that are ravaging bodies now because you weren't following Elohim and you were following man, and man told you this is what you need to do to be saved. Elohim told you don't do that if you want to be saved. And now some of you are going to deal with those consequences. But for you sisters out here who have a heart for the truth, who just want to be saved, who do not want to die before your time, it is time that you wake up and turn back. Open that book. Again, if you don't have a shepherd or someone who's going to teach you the truth, then stay with this channel. Because I promise you, until he takes my Rahuk, I'm going to keep talking. But equally important, sisters, I'm telling you, you better come out of these streets. You had better come out of these streets. These streets are dangerous. I was talking to Sister Hammond earlier today. The day is going to come, sister. This is how bad it's going to get. Just so you know, keep doing what you're doing. If you don't want to change, then you won't change no matter what anybody tells you. Already get it. But for you sisters who have been contemplating change, like, yeah, I know, but I know I need to change. What I mean by, we're not saying that you're evil. We're saying you're out here in this world, doing the things of this world, loving the things of this world. When the book clearly said, come out of the world, come out from among it and be separate. I'm talking about you. You don't have to be wicked for the death angel to get you. And some of you sisters are right there wave reminding you back and forwards. Like I was telling Sister Hammond earlier today. I said, it's gonna be like this. Because Sister Hammond said, well, no, they've been in the streets. I said, Sister Hammond, yeah, they've been in the streets, but what's happening to them in the streets is intensified. I said, it's going to be like a woman. It's going to come like this, sisters. And again, remember, I'm telling you this. But here is an analogy that you could maybe that can help you get an idea of how bad it's going to get. It's going to be as though a woman walks out on her porch. A woman walks out in her yard. And a big vulture, like those the Toronto, not those flying dinosaurs. It's gonna be like something just comes and just snatch you from where you are and take you away and devour you. In other words, eat you alive. That's what's coming. And if you don't wake up, then don't be surprised if the death angel knocks on your door or somebody you love very soon, because you are not taking heed. We're in, that's how, look, I respect you enough to tell you the truth. My message, Elohim has put in my heart to really start moving towards the men, because at the end of the day, we need saving. And we understand that. We need to get back to Elohim. And that's important, because when our sisters start to come back to Elohim, they need to find men serving Elohim. But until that time, these messages, sisters, are directed at you, for you, because we still love you. And we don't want to see our sisters out here, getting murdered on these streets like animals. I mean, think about what has happened to your brothers, to your fathers, to your sons. Look at the last 30, 40 years and how many black men were murdered in these streets. That's what you want for yourself, because that's what's coming. It's already in action. Again, save this message. Save it, sisters. Save it and then replay it. Every time you hear about the next woman who just got murdered, who came up missing, play this message. I guarantee you, this message is never going to be an old message. This message is the truth, so that you can know the truth, so that you don't have to die like a dog and be laying on some cold slab in some corners, medical, what they call these guys? Medical, I forgot their name now. Medical examiner or whatever they call these coroners. The guy who cuts you open, splits you open while you're naked on that table, taking your organs and stuff out, trying to see what actually was the cause of your death. Then stitch you up and give you to your folk, and they throw you in a hole in the ground. Not only you, your daughters and your sons as well. But now this is for, I'm telling you, mothers and daughters, judgment now has come to you. Question is, what you going to do about it? DFG, talk to you later. Bye now.